So guys, welcome back to the test about automation. Hope you guys are doing well. So in last lecture, we saw like how we can deploy our reports. Like we generated the Allure report and other stuff, but we want to deploy those reports. So there are some other ways we can deploy our report. We actually got this report. Our reports are here, right? If we run this particular command, which is npm run report, it will generate our report successfully, and our reports are here, but we want to deploy that report. So there are two things we can do. We will see one is with the Netlify and the other one is with the GitHub pages, right? So these are the two common ways we can deploy our report. So let's see how we can manually deploy our reports on Netlify, right? So I'm going to type in Netlify, right? I'm going to go in my, so you have to log in this Netlify. It's very simple and easy to log in into the Netlify. I'm logging with my GitHub and other stuff. But yeah, here I can make a new project. So I will make a new project and I will deploy manually. So there are three different options: import an existing project, which is actually in your GitHub. Start from a template, so you can give a new template to it, and we can click on deploy manually. So here it's very simple, guys. What we can do, we can go to our repositories. Sorry, this is our repository, and this is our Allure reports, right? So I'm just going to go to reveal in File Explorer, right? And I will just going to drag this in our Netlify. That's it, guys. And it will automatically build the whole report, and it gonna generate the report. Now, if I click this particular link, then I will see my Allure reports over here. Look, my Allure reports are on there with this particular thing. But we want something to be, because it's gonna give you a random names. So for that, another things what we can do is we can go to the project configuration here. Okay, and here is the project name. So here in the in project name, we can change the project name, and I can say this is my test rover BDD automation, right? Test rover BDD automation reports. So I'm going to save it. So now, if you see, it has changed my report, and look, I also got this particular thing. And now if I go to that particular way, and I'm getting this particular URL, test rover BDD automation dot netlify. Okay, this is what we are seeing. We did it manually, but on your project, we cannot deploy each and every reports manually. Instead of that, we have to go through some automation, right? So let's see that one. This is actually a request from someone, like please showcase how we can deploy the reports. So that's why I'm showing this particular thing to you guys. So guys, to quickly showcase you, because if I'm going to define this whole particular file here, it's going to take a lot of time. Just to quickly showcase you, I have just I have defined this particular file. So what I'm doing is I'm saying npm playwright test. This is the name of the particular test, and I'm saying branch is main or master, and then I'm saying this is the job. It will run on Ubuntu latest, which is I'm taking the server of Ubuntu server here. This is something already is standard practice, that actions checkout at the rate version 4. And here what we can start from here. So I'm here saying set up my node. Node is the latest LTS version, right? And cache the npm, because every time if we're gonna do this particular setup, it's gonna take more and more time. Then what I'm saying, install all my dependencies, which is npm CI. So what this particular command will do is we'll go to my package.json file and install all my these particular dependencies over here, right? And then what next? Npm cache the Playwright browser. Why is I'm using again cache here? Because it gonna keep on trying every time it gonna install the Playwright browsers, which I don't want to, right? Then I'm saying install the Playwright browser if chef Playwright cache output hit is equal to true. That means if already has been installed, then don't reinstall it, right? Then run the Playwright test, npm run test. Then I'm saying install the Java. Why we are installing the Java? Because our Allure report needs the Java. Before doing anything, it needs the Java, right? Then I'm saying install my Allure CLI globally. So if you could remember when we actually generated the Allure report, we installed the Allure CLI globally, right? And then I'm saying generate my Allure report. If success or failure, I don't mind if it is success or failure, but I just need my reports to be generated. Then I'm saying upload my Allure report as artifact, right? And this particular Allure report, Allure yeah, where is my Allure report path is under Allure path. Deploy my Allure report to Netlify. This is something I have, I will showcase you now, like how to get the secret ID and auth token and everything, right? So, okay. So to deploy our reports on Netlify, we will have to get the Netlify CLI. So if I type in Netlify CLI in Google, okay, so guys, so to get the Netlify CLI, I have to go to the Node Package Manager, open the Node Package Manager, okay, and this is the command npm I Netlify CLI. I will copy this command and go to my repository, right, and I will just stop this particular thing and I will just type in get me the Netlify CLI, but I want to save it as a tab dependency. So I'm gonna say hyphen save hyphen done, right? So what this will do, this is going to install the Netlify CLI in my particular project. So this is going to take some time. So we will catch back as soon as I will finish up this one. So okay, guys. So we have our Netlify has been successfully installed. Guys, after deploying our Netlify CLI, right? What we have to do, we have to go to the project. So this is my project in settings, right? And in settings, we have a secrets and variable over here, right? Before we run actually the whole setup, we check all the setup. So we will go to our Netlify account where we have this particular authentication, right? And let me do one thing. Let me delete all this authentication and make a new authentication. Um, So I'm just going to delete my old authentication access tokens, and I'm just going to make a fresh new access token. This is my first personal access token, and I'm just going to say this now I have an expiry, and I will say um, something like test rover automation. Okay, and I will click on generate the token here. Say secret Netlify site ID, right? So we have to grab this particular site ID, click on this, copy this. No, sorry, this is a token, right? So you have to grab this Netlify auth token here, copy this, our actions. So in actions, we have a secret sum variable. Here we have a new actions, and here we can click on new repository secret. And here we can type in the secret, and we're just going to copy the secret from here. I'm just going to copy this, and this is my secret and add the secret, right? Now we have to add a new repository secret, which is the site ID, right? So for that, I have to go back to my repository. Here, I will click on site ID, new repository site ID, new repository secret, which is site ID. And where is our site ID? So our site ID is under the sites. So I go to test rover and we have this test rover BDD automation here. If I go to the project configuration here, this is my project ID, which is my site ID, right? So I'm going to paste it over here. Okay. All right, guys. So I have already got my Netlify auth token and site ID. pasted over here. So now we will run our GitHub Actions. So let's do one thing. And the other thing is we have also added something called in our login steps.ts file here. We have added these two particular console commands saying um, my first report for Netlify is deployed. My first reports is for first report is deployed. Something like that. Right? Let me remove this for now. Okay, my first report is deployed. So this is done, and let's go to our terminal, and we're just going to git add. Make sure you are on the main branch, right? And git commit. So I'm just going to commit added the Allure reports to my Netlify, right? Look, this is actually running our slint and other fixes and everything. It is checking, and now if I will do git push origin min. As soon as I will push this. Yes, I will go. I will go to my repository, and this is my main branch. And this particular brown dot, if I click this, it's gonna give me this details. The things are running in background. So look here. I'm saying set up the job, check out the repository, install the dependencies, right? And then I'm saying if it is a Playwright cache browser. So if already the Playwright has been cached, so here this particular browsers. Every time it is installing the browser, right? I don't want everything to be installed the browser. So here I'm saying if it is installed, then don't install it, right? So it's gonna quickly go and check. So guys, it will take some time to run all these commands here, right? But yeah, we'll come back as soon as it will start generating the test. Yes, now it is actually deploying the Netlify reports. I hope finger crossed. Yes, we have our deployed reports. So look, we have deployed our reports, right? And now if you check here, so we have these particular reports has been deployed in our Allure. And now if I go to my source login test here, where I'm verifying the login. If I click here, and somewhere I should find the log here. Look, this is my log. My first report for Netlify is deployed. My first report is deployed, right? So we finally got our reports deployed with CI/CD, right? So this is the way you have to come from the smart automation. So just for a quick requisite. So now the problem was what we are doing. We are getting the Ubuntu, Ubuntu, right? But we have one more image. This is an image. This is called a image, right? But if we go to the official Playwright documentation, so let's go to the Playwright. Go to first Google, and now it's a Playwright, right? And if I click on Playwright, and now if I go and click here, say, give me the Docker, right? So they're gonna give me this Docker image. I can actually use this Docker image as well. So now if I go back to my repository. Okay, so guys, now I'm running the image. I'm actually using the Playwright image. I can straight away grab it from the latest Playwright image instead of getting it from there. So now I can say git add, git commit Playwright Docker image, right? And then I should now again run the main, right? And go back to code, right? And I can see something is again running here, something. So here, what we are doing, we are actually skipping the step. So before this, after setting up the node and setting up this particular thing, I was actually telling to get all the Playwright browser. But now I'm running the image instead of getting the browser. That will give me a more faster version, right? So look, I don't have to get all the Playwright browsers now. I can run on the Playwright image itself, which is more faster version of this. right? Yes, guys, this will still take some time, but let's see how it works. I will catch you back once everything is done. Playwright dependencies has been installed now, and it's running now. My look, this is this run in the Playwright Docker. This run on Playwright Docker image. Can you see? It's written here. This run on Playwright Docker image, and let's see now our deployment if we are getting that deploy correctly. Once our deploy has been done, right? Deploys has been finished, and now if I go to, so look, there is a unique deployed URL, and this is a unique this is a test roll. So now if I go and click this uh, I can also click this deploy URL. So I'll just copy this from here and go to the browser and paste it over here. So now you will see our deploy URL. So now if I go to the suits login test here, verify the login right here, and now if I go to my this particular console log here, look, this is run on the Playwright Docker image, right? Which I have added here in my login steps.ts, right? Now, what I want to do, I want something which is a branch deployed, right? So let's have a look on that one, how we can deploy the things in a branch. In the next lecture, we will see how we can deploy the things in a branch. So tomorrow, what will happen when we are deploying this report? So if it is a branch, let's say if it is our test branch, then we'll get a test branch report, and we will also set up a regression pack. Say every day 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. in the morning, the Playwright test cases should run, something like that. Okay, so which will showcase you a more advanced logic here, right? Okay, so let's check that one in next lecture, how we can implement it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Have a lovely day. Happy Diwali to everyone.